Well, hello everybody. How are you today? I hope you are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to read another book or story that's 5 minutes long from Curious as George's 5-Minute Stories. Today we're going to be reading Curious George at the Aquarium. How many of you have been to the aquarium? Aquarium is a place where you see a bunch of fish and octopus, sharks. If it's big enough, you might see a whale. You might see some penguins, some otters, crabs, all sorts of animals that you see inside the water. So we're going to read about George going to the aquarium. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today, George and the man with the yellow hat were visiting the aquarium. "George," said the man, "please wait here while I buy the tickets." George tried to wait, but he was so excited. What was inside? He wanted to look over the wall, but they were too high. Just then he heard a splash and a whoosh. Water flew high into the air. People cheered. What could that be? George was curious. He hopped over the wall into the aquarium. How surprised he was. Swimming right in front of George were two beluga whales. The mother and baby beluga swam right past him. And not far away was a family of sea lions diving and splashing. What fun! George noticed people walking towards the big door. Could there be more to see? He followed the crowd. Now, where was he? It was darker inside, and there were fish everywhere. George did not know where to look first. In one tank, there were sharp-toothed piranhas. That's one of them. Another tank, there were seahorses. In another tank, there was a large red octopus. George saw a group of children across the room. An aquarium staff member was pointing to different sea creatures. This is a sea fish, this is a clam, and this is an urchin. Nearby there was a long, low, colorful tank. It was perfect for touching, and George was curious. As he reached his hand into the water, a large crab came, scuttled out of under a rock, and right toward his finger. Snap! Ouch! Poor George. He did not like this exhibit. George slipped out a door into the sunlight. But oh, what was going on here? George saw fat, funny-looking black and white fish swimming under the water. As he watched, they flew up out of the water. What kind of fish does that, and where do they go? George wondered. George climbed up and into their exhibit. They were not fish at all, but penguins, of course. They're at the penguin exhibit. George hopped like a penguin, flapped his wings like a penguin, and waddled like a penguin. A crowd gathered and laughed, but when he slid on his belly like a penguin, the aquarium staff stopped to check on the penguins. A monkey! And the penguins exhibit? How many of you try to walk like a penguin, right? They walk like this, back and forth. George opened the door to escape, but instead, the penguins ran out. Penguins! Penguins everywhere! The staff was angry at George. How could they catch all the penguins? In the excitement, nobody noticed the penguin's chick falling into the water. No one but George, the baby penguin, hadn't learned to swim yet. As only a monkey can, George scaled the rope hanging over the beluga tank and swung over the water, saving the chick. The director and the man with the yellow hat heard the commotion and came running. That monkey helped the baby penguin, said the boy in the crowd. No one else could have saved him, said the girl. The director thanked George for his help and made him an honorary staff member of the aquarium. George said goodbye to his new penguin friends. He could not wait to come back to the aquarium and visit again. How many of you have seen the penguins in the aquarium? Have you seen those there? Those are pretty cool. They have to be in cold, cold air and really cold, cold water where you see ice and it's so cold like a snow. That's where penguins have to live. Okay. So that was a good story to read, that right before you go to an aquarium. This is a very good story to read for the kids to learn just a tad bit about the aquarium. So those of you who want me to read a book, please check out the links below. In the links below, you will see I have a Facebook channel page that is the exact same name as this YouTube channel, Lola's Enchanted Bookshelf. There you can message me. You can find out more information. I also have there some things that do relate to some of the books that I read, where I've handmade them. I also, in the links below, have my business page where you can check out some of those items as well. If you want me to make an item such as another bookmark like I have up in here, let me know what you're looking for as far as charms. I might be able to find that and make a bookmark for you. If you'd like me to read a book, please make sure you give me the name, the author, the illustrator, and the publisher. And if I am allowed to read it, I can read it in a video and will give the child credit by giving a shout out with their name. So you can message me through the Facebook channel's page. And there I will get back with you on whether I can read it or not, and we'll let you know when I will read it. So you all take care. Please like and subscribe this video and YouTube channel. Share it. You all have a good night.